Everybody, hope you're well, and it's James here over at the channel, and today I have the CEO of Amon. It's Daniele. He is here. It's perfect timing, really. Amon has just got up over 400%, and today we get to quiz Daniele about all the things that they've been up to over the last 3 months. But first of all, how are you, Daniele?
Hi guys, hi everyone. Yeah, I'm pretty fine, Thanks, James.
And how's Christian? I haven't spoken to him for a while.
Also him is good. Is also good as well. He's now back to Valencia for a few days. Because as you know, we are here in Budapest. But he went back for a few days to get some sun.
Nice. Need a little break every now and again. He must have been busy sorting everything out that's happened recently. So just a few questions. There's obviously a whole bunch of stuff going on. Now, I suppose the first one to talk about is obviously the incubator projects that you've been, and the sessions that you've been attending. Can you just explain to the community what's that been about, and sort of what are the benefits to Amon?
Yeah. So probably not everyone is familiar with the incubators and accelerators. Generally, these programs are done for startups to help them to under different aspects. Generally, there are companies in really early stage, but sometimes there are also companies which are in a growth phase. So it really depends on the accelerator. In this case, for us, we are not a really seed company. We already have a product, we already have users, we already have traction. Therefore, they gave us a lot of insights on different aspects. So it was not only about funding, possibility of extra funding from other investors, but it was about making connections. We made some good connections. Also here within the accelerator, there was a crypto company, which actually we introduced, I think, a few weeks ago, which is called CoinRule. We have done a lot of stuff together, not only on crypto level, but on marketing side. So we have shared a lot with these guys. So we in general we are happy that we joined this program. But I would recommend any entrepreneur or startups to join accelerators if they have a chance. Generally, they run it through programs of workshops as well, and that was also the case here in this accelerator. So you can learn a little bit more about how to pitch. You can learn a little bit more how to measure KPIs. So some are more interesting, some are a bit boring sometimes, frankly. It depends on which point of your startup you are. But I would recommend it to anybody that is starting up a company or is growing a company. You probably know we also refused the NatWest accelerator. Which was also another accelerator, and they accept a lot of companies in the NatWest accelerator because they have different range of companies there. There are also companies that already generate a lot of revenues there, but then for a matter of timings we couldn't accept it. So at the end we chose this one, which was pretty good, frankly. Yeah.
And what are the sort of key benefits for you coming out of the back end of all this?
So for us, few of the benefits we had, for example, we had the chance to come closer to Visa, for example, to members of Visa directly. This is not only because of the bank, but also because there were people in the accelerator that they had some direct connections. So really at the beginning, we started to have more direct contact with some members at Visa. There's also a legal part or compliance side that it was helpful for us. We talked with the legal department of the bank for all the KYC topics and all the compliance topic. Also, it might seem also trivial, but also having a bank account for us was hard. Estonia is becoming really hard as a country I would say it's not super crypto friendly anymore now. It's really hard to get a bank account, frankly, if you're a crypto company, and we have a bank account here with of course with the bank. So it's small things, but also helps us. So yeah, it's a mix of things. We talked with a lot of mentors that I think 100 mentors or something like this here. With different backgrounds. We had the key mentor, which is the mentor that always followed us, which is one of the directors of the bank. Helped us a lot in different, also in the strategic approach. Even if they're not an expert in crypto, frankly, something that they're really still in the basics, but they can give you very high level advices, and on a strategical approach they can be very supportive. So yeah, it's a combination of things.
Yeah, and I think having a really good mentor can, one, show you the way, and two, open a lot of doors further down the line for you as well, which is always required in sort of the banking world when they're trying to maybe stop all the crypto companies. So some other good news is that you guys were voted for a finalist for the Malta blockchain most disruptive technology. How did you guys get on?
So they selected us basically. So we received an email from them a couple of weeks before the conference that we were selected as a top finalist, and we were invited in a dinner basically. So then I took a chance to take a flight, and Malta is a great conference in general. In Europe is probably one of the best, or you can find a lot of companies there, and good connections in general. So yeah, actually it's them that they found us. So we were very happy to join. So probably we'll be joining in next November. If we still for us as a finalist over some awards, or simply to just join as a sponsor, we will take a look at it. But if I'm not wrong, they do this conference every 6 months, and we definitely want to be there next time. And in general, it was a good experience. We were, before this conference, I was in Pioneer in Vienna, which was it's not a specific for cryptos, but it still was a great conference. There were quite a lot of people and startups. It was very well organized. And then we took a chance to go also in Malta. Malta, of course, is more for crypto, so we met a few people. We had a chance to meet some people from EOS, Bitcoin Gold, for example. During the dinner, we have seen a lot of crypto investor and crypto people in general. Yeah, so was a great experience. There was also kind of charity event during the dinner where they put up on auction some paintings. So it was a good event. We met the founders of Holochain, which is an interesting project. Frankly, I didn't know about it, but I managed to know a little bit more about this project. So in general, it was a great networking. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out about Holochain at the moment. So a worthy winner in terms of the project, but again, it's great to see that you guys are being selected for these types of things as well. That people are really starting to sort of recognise all the hard work that's going on, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
The other one, maybe not so good news, is obviously Cryptopia. So Cryptopia has first of all, they got hacked. Then they said, "Don't worry, we'll sort it all out." And now they've sort of said, bugger, we're liquidating. What impact does that have to you guys? Have you personally lost anything in Cryptopia, or?
Yeah, we do lost something. I personally lost also some engine coins that I had. I had also some BTC, but these ones I could get them out at the end. So yeah, in general, we personally lost some funds, and we also, as Amon, we had some Amon there. Likely not much. What we have done now is to write them. There is an email where they are, I think, handling all the liquidation issue, or the liquidation parts, and we dropped them an email to see if they are responsive on this email. One of our lawyers is also in New Zealand. He's based in New Zealand. So yeah, let's see if we can get something out of it. We claim them back the fee that we paid for getting listed, and also all the 22 million Amon tokens that were lost actually in the exchange. So if we manage to get back anything, which I don't think it would be Amon tokens, it might be a kind of refund in some other tokens, we will redistribute it to the community. So we don't want to keep it for us. I believe it would be quite hard to get this money out of it, because there probably be a list of people in the queue, which is probably investor of the company, of the Cryptopia, and also users. So, but if we get something out of it, we'll definitely share it with the community. Yeah.
Cool. And where does that leave you guys with sort of exchanges now? So you are on Bank, or I can't remember the name of the other one because I think everyone uses Bank. Or
yeah, exactly.
where's your head at in terms of exchanges, and what's your strategy?
We have been applying for a few others, but we want to get listed on a few big ones, frankly. We have tried already in the past months to get listed on this medium and smaller exchanges, and what we end up doing is basically giving them our user base. They don't bring us anything, frankly. So, and most of the time, these exchanges, they also want to get the listing fee. So frankly, I don't see a great value for us and also for the community to get listed on exchange, and then it doesn't bring another wave of users. So what we need is new users, and just with the new users, we can make the token grow. So now we are restarting a bit more marketing. So we are not ready 100%, but we are putting up the new landing pages and the new trackings that we need. And once this is ready, we will start very aggressively with the marketing again. And that's the only way that the token can grow. So it's totally useless for me to get listed on a smaller exchanges. So we need a bigger one, and that's what we're doing. We're applying for a bigger one to see if we can get them to take us in consideration. And I'm sure with both the users that we will be getting with this new marketing and some conferences that we're planning to attend, we'll probably get the attention of some good exchanges. Yeah.
Cool. And I think one of the really big questions on people's lips right now is, how close are you to getting a card out, and are there any challenges ahead?
Yeah, so for the card, we had some delays, mainly because we are changing provider. Well, the reasons is mainly two. One is because was probably one of the requirements of the bank, so it was one of the things we agreed with them, because we have been waiting for so long with the current issuer. Then they also have been wondering if we would have been better off to change, and so this new one is much more well known in the community and in the crypto space. So that's caused some delays, and yeah, we don't have dates yet, but we'll probably be sharing the name of this issuer soon. They will allow us to do that. So as soon as we can, we will share at least the name. And we will see when we can give some fixed date also for this.
Cool. Now, the other thing that's been very exciting over the last week is that the price has gone up over 400%. As the CEO, do you think are there any drivers out there at this moment in time? Is it just Bitcoin going up and then the alts sort of following, or what's your thoughts?
I think the main driver is the fact that we are launching out products. We are building more and more our wallet, because at the beginning also Bitcoin went up and now our token stayed pretty much stable. So I think you can only grow your coin when you're building something concrete and you're giving a product to your users. Of course, if you have a lot of millions that you raised from ICOs or whatever, you can make it easier to make it grow, because you can pay market making, or you can do different things. But when you don't have all these funds, the only chance you have to make your coin grow is to build up products, to build up your product and get new users on board, and then that's the way the users will buy then your token. They believe in your product. So that's what we're doing. We're just improving our products. We launched now the investment product. And we'll be launching new functionalities and new products over the next months. And together with the marketing, we will bring the token up even more than what it is now.
So, talking about the investment product, this is brand new. I know it's something that I talked to you a while back about, but it couldn't quite go out because you were still working on the functionalities and stuff. So, you've decided to partner with Celsius. How come Celsius versus maybe some of the other players in the market like Nexo or Salt, for instance?
Yeah, we had the chat also with Nexo before then closing with Celsius. So first of all, what I frankly like more is that Celsius gives interest on cryptos, while Nexo gives it to you on stablecoin and euro. And Celsius to me always looked like much more organized in terms of team. They were much more responsive, and their API is ready. They have a great IT infrastructure. So it was really a great chance for us to partnership with them. And that's the main reason for which we chose them at the end, and not Nexo or some other partner. I think they have a great team behind it. Alex, their CEO, is a great person. I've been following him for some months now. He's really bringing a lot of enthusiasm in the industry, and they have a lot of great people in the team as well. So and it's important when you have when you share these kind of products, both the team, they get on well, and with the Celsius it really works great here.
Okay, cool. So in terms of using Celsius, how does it all work? So if someone's interested in using that particular product, what does it do, and how does it work, and what do they need to do?
So it's basically very easy. So we have done it in the way that the earn wallets are separated from the main wallet. So if you already have the Amon wallet, what you have to do is to pass your cryptos within the main wallet, and once you have it in the Amon wallet, then you can pass it in the earn section. So it's a quite a simple process. You just deposit your crypto in the Amon wallet, and then once you are in the Amon wallet, you go in the earn section. There is a new terms and condition that you have to accept because of the partnership we have with these third parties, and then you can just basically pass it to the earn section. It's a little bit like a saving account, if you want to say that. You just have to pass it. The earn section is like a saving account, and you can move in and move out anytime. So there's no restriction in timing. So you can also withdraw whenever you want. And then it will always pass back to the main wallet. And then from the main wallet, you can withdraw it to an external wallet. So it's quite simple. Every Monday you receive the interest. So at the moment you receive interest in if you deposit BTC, Ether, Litecoin, and Dash. But we will be adding more. And we will, of course, send newsletters and shout it out to the community, the new tokens we are adding. But yeah, for now, in a few days, we have added this for which we have seen already quite a few users that already deposited. So everything is working well. I guess a lot of the users, like it's normal, they're just depositing a little bit and to see if it works.
Yeah.
And once they see that it works, they probably deposit more. So. But it's totally fine. I would do the same, frankly. We have seen already in one or 2 days 50 users that already deposit in the earn section. So we are very happy, and yeah, as we say, that every Monday you receive the interest.
And sort of how does that work? Because there's been a lot of things in the past where they say, oh, you can earn X% on your crypto and all this type of thing. How does it work with Celsius that when I put my crypto or my Dash or whatever into that wallet, that it earns interest? How does that
so
work?
It's the how it works technically is basically these coins are lended to hedge funds. So it's what generally the banks do. They basically they invest. If you put the euro in your bank account, and then the bank finds himself with 100 million euro in the bank's account, what they do, they invest this money. They don't let them sit there basically. And out of this investment, they earn some interest. With the crypto, it's the same concept. But what you do, you lend these cryptos to hedge funds, which they of course they invest in it and they play with the leverages, and they can provide you some interest. So the difference is that we take this interest and we give it back to our community, while the banks, they just keep them for themselves. So that's the main difference. But it works in the same way. Basically, we loan it out. we get some interest, and most of this interest we share it with the users.
And how safe is something like this, especially for new people looking to maybe look at this as a potential option?
Well, we both, us and Celsius, we work with BitGo. So that's also one reason for which we also worked with them. We think that BitGo is a custodian, of course. BitGo is one of the safest companies and custodian that you can find in the industry. They are also insured with an insurance, so in case of a loss of funds. So there is so I think people that are in the industry, they know about BitGo. They're extremely professional also as a team. It's great working with them as well. They have a very organized team. You won't believe it, but they come to every meeting with agendas, things that you don't see often. But apart from this, it's a great service. It's a great service. They have tons of tokens already, so we can add a lot of tokens very easily. But the tokens, so we'll be adding more and more tokens very quickly compared to before. We needed much more maintenance. So we're very happy. We're very happy about this, and tokens are safe because with BitGo they're safe basically. So we rely on them just like Celsius and a lot of other providers. Yeah.
And in terms of, if I decide to take my Bitcoin or my Dash or whatever and put it into the staking wallet, what sort of returns will people get on their different types of cryptos?
This it depends a little bit on the market conditions, but for now, I've seen returns always ranging between 4 to 7%. So it's bravely under 4%. I think Ether it's around about 3% now. But generally, this is the range that you would see. Then it depends a little bit on the market condition. If there's more fluctuations, it might be that you get more returns. But this really depends on the hedge funds, and then on the interest that they are able to provide us. So it might change a little bit. I don't know if it can go much lower than this, frankly. But yeah, so far we have always experienced a range between 3 to 7%. Yeah.
And I suppose the big question is, are people going to be able to take their Amons and do the same?
In terms of with Amon, what we are thinking to do is to stake Amon. Okay, so the user will be able to stake Amon, probably investing in the investment in the earn section. They will be able to either earn interest in Amon or just stake them and get interest out of the Amon token that they already have. We are working around this concept basically. So now the first milestone was to launch it. So we have it. It's working well. Of course, there are some technical things that we have to fix as all the products when you launch it. But everything works fine, and now we can look forward to new features. And that's what we'll do now in let's say summer, in Q3, in this summertime. Basically, we are. I was actually before discussing with Chris and Jules a little bit, which are the IT functionalities that we want to add over the next 3 months, and the possibility to stake tokens is is in the list. We just have to give some priorities, so we just have to decide which one we want to prioritize. But that's something we're working on.
Okay, so that's really exciting. So really, there's a lot of people probably got their crypto just in a wallet, not doing a great deal, and if they move it across the Amon wallet, they can start earning a couple of quid, and then along the line you're going to add the Amon, so people who've got their Amon tokens can also earn as well. So you're getting double bubble pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely. It's a great thing. It's when I've seen Celsius for the first time, I said, "Come on!" It was I was looking for, because I had my bunch of tokens holding in ledgers and not earning anything. So yeah, it's a great product. That's why we gave a priority also to this product, because it's what what the users are looking for. We made a questionnaire some time ago with our users. I don't know if you recall it, but 95% of them, they say that basically they use crypto as investment. So I knew more or less that most people are using crypto as investment, but this was really a confirmation for us, that the first thing we had to do is to put a product like this in the wallet, because there's still not a lot of people that they want to spend crypto at the end. Most of them, they simply want to keep them and see them growing, and then maybe when they will go up again, like maybe some time ago, they'll probably cash it out. Or spend it, So that's why we added the earn. That's why we added the exchange. That's why we're adding the euro as well, so you can cash out easily whenever you make your profits. So and I think that's what the market at the moment is requiring first. Then of course the card is always in our priority list. But if you look at the market, what the users are asking now is a product like this.
Yeah, it makes sense, because in these early stages, it's all about speculation, and people won't really spend it like we'd expect them to until it sort of stabilizes in some form. And then when people sort of say, it's only fluctuate a couple of cents versus $2 or $3 or something, then I think people will start to spend it and feel more comfortable with it, I reckon. But in the short term, that's brilliant, especially for people that don't want to get on the exchanges and trade, or don't have the experience to. It's perfect to just earn a little bit of interest on their crypto. So that's really, really interesting. So going forward then, for the next sort of 3 to 6 months, what are the big things that the community can look forward to?
So one of the things we are working on is an IT roadmap, basically. So which are the functionalities we want to add? Hopefully we can start to work on the integration of the card as well. That's of course something we're looking forward to. We'll probably be based out of Budapest for some time. That's something that we have to check it out still. But we'll be adding new products all the time, or new functionality all the time. We're also thinking on how to help the users to on the exchange side. So probably we will be introducing some functionality in the exchange. So for example, one of the things I've seen that there is no wallet that allows you to have a stop loss within the mobile wallet, and that's for me personally, it would be something interesting to have, because sometimes I'm just exchanging from my mobile app. I don't want just to log into the desktop app, and it would be good, for example, to have a stop loss or buy or stop loss. So that's maybe something that we will work on. But probably we will come to our community and ask them exactly what they want, because one of the best things for us is that we have a great community, so we can ask them what they want. So that's probably one of the things I will organize with Cindy, to ask a little bit which are the priorities that they see. I know that the card is one of these. But apart from this, I also would like to understand, from them, what are the functionality that they would be happy to see it. So definitely in the next months we'll be working on more things. Apart from the new coins, for example, that for us are just things for granted. We will add new coins, and we will add new pairs and everything. So, but that's our thing that we know that we will do. What I want to do is something different, something more from the regular things. Yeah. So we will give a shout to our community to ask them. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like you've got lots going on, lots been done, and a lot still to do. So, but no, really appreciate your time, Daniele. I know that you work all hours trying to get all the different projects up and running, and the banking. I know that's been, and the visa stuff. I know you've worked incredibly hard since the start of the year on that. So I really do appreciate your time, and thank you for coming on the channel and giving everyone a really good update. Anytime,
Jim. Thanks to you, and thanks to your community as well. Okay.
Thank you. Cheers, Daniele. Bye, mate.
Okay. Ciao, everyone.
I'm feeling